Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Saiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jaindriyena Svaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavate Devaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lamgeti Girmikrapatam Vande Shri Guram Dinataranam Paramanandamado Shri Chaitanyeshwara. So, continuation of Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 1, verse number 37-38. Yad api etena pashyanti lobo pahata cetasa kulakshaya krutam dosham mitradrohe cha patakam katam nagneyam asambhi papadasman nivartitum kulashaya krutam dosham prapshayabhir janardana. So word by word translation purport given by Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Yadi, if api, even ete, they, na, do not, pashyanti, see, loba, by greed, pahata, overpowered, chetasa, their hearts, kulashaya, in killing the family, krutam, done, dosham, fault, mitra drohe, in quarreling with friends, cha, also, patakam, sinful reactions, katam, why, na, should not, gnayam, be known, asam, be, bias, papat, from sins, asmat, this, nivra, nivratitum, to cease, kulashaya, in the destruction of a dynasty, krutam, done, dosham, crime, prapasyad be, by those who can see, Janardana, O Krishna. Translation: O Janardana, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying the family, engage in these acts of sin? Purport: a Kshatriya is not supposed to refuse to battle or gamble when he is so invited by some rival party. Under such obligation, Arjuna could not refuse to fight because he had been challenged by the party of Duryodhana. In this connection, Arjuna considered that the other party might be blind to the effects of such a challenge. Arjuna, however, could see the evil consequences and could not accept the challenge. Obligation is actually binding when the effect is good. So, but when the effect is otherwise, then no one can be bound. Considering all these pros and cons, Arjuna decided not to fight. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktananda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So the continuation of Bhagavad Gita as it is. So in the previous verses and videos we saw that Arjuna is giving valued reasons to Krishna because Arjuna was asked to fight against Kauravas by Lord Krishna. For that he is giving so many reasons, and is also in the last verse he mentioned about the 6 types of aggressors. First one is poison giver, one who sets fire to the house, one who kidnaps other's wife, one who attacks with deadly weapons, one who plunders riches, and one who occupies other's land. Such aggressors are at once to be killed, and no sin is incurred by killing such aggressors. Such killing of all these 6 types of aggressors. So that is plundering others' property, occupying others' land, kidnapping others' wife, attacking with deadly weapons, and the poison giver. All these aggressors are, even though if we kill them, there is no sin for us. That's what This verse says, and for such aggressors are once to be killed, and no sin will be, no sin since is incurred by killing such aggressors. Such killing of aggression is quite befitting any ordinary man, but Arjuna was not an ordinary person. He was saintly by character, and therefore he wanted to deal with them in a saintless. This kind of saintess, however, is not for a Kshatriya. So here Arjuna is, this is befitting, the such killing of aggressors is quite befitting. So we can kill them. It is, the Shastra is saying that if all these 6 types of aggressors does these activities, we can kill them, and there is no need to worry at all, because we are free from the sinful activities. But Arjuna is refusing to fight, because still, in spite of all these activities done by the Kauravas, these 6 types of aggressors, still Arjuna doesn't want to fight with Kauravas, because he is a saintly person. So saintly person always avoids fighting with others, always want to be peace. He wants to be peace winner. So he wants to compromise things, and he wants to settle things in a gentle manner. But that's not a quality of a Kshatriya. When these things happen, when these mistakes committed by aggressors, one can kill them. One has to kill them. In Shastra it says. So that was the thing we have seen in last verse. And here Arjuna is addressing him as Madhava, because Krishna is the wife of, Krishna is husband of goddess Lakshmi Devi. So why he is addressing him as Madhava means he wants to point out that Krishna, as the husband of goddess of Arjuna, he should not induce Arjuna to take up a matter which would ultimately bring about my misfortune. So he is justifying it, that Krishna is a husband of fortune, goddess of fortune. Such a great personality, you should not induce me to fight with Kauravas, which ultimately brings about misfortune. He is instructing Krishna himself. So Krishna never brings misfortune to anyone. We know that very well, that Krishna never brings misfortune to anyone. So in next sloka, Arjuna says that he is addressing Krishna as a Janardana. So one who is maintainer of the people is called Janardana. Although these men, their hearts were overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends. Why should we, who can see the crime in destroying family, engage in these acts of sin? A Kshatriya is not supposed to refuse to battle or gamble when he is invited. So there are so many qualities of Kshatriya. When Kshatriya was invited to battle or invited to fight, definitely he has to fight. And when Kshatriya was invited to gamble, he has to gamble. He has to play those particular gambling games at all, gambling games. Under such obligation, Arjuna could not refuse to fight, because he had been challenged by the party of Duryodhana. So here in this verse, Duryodhana invites him to fight, and Duryodhana invites him to gamble. So he invites Pandavas to gamble, or invites Pandavas to fight. In spite of so many mediations and so many what we can say, so peace talks between them, the Kauravas refused to cooperate with that. Kauravas were reluctant to cope up with that. Kauravas were reluctant to accept that the offer. So that is why Krishna says you have to fight, because they themselves are ready to fight. When Kshatriyas are invited to fight, definitely the other Kshatriyas should be ready to fight. So in this connection, Arjuna considered that the other party might be blind to the effects of such a challenge. So Arjuna is thinking they are blind people. In knowledge they are blind. They don't have any proper knowledge, because they are calling for such a challenge. So Arjuna, however, could see the evil consequence and could not accept the challenge. So Arjuna, why is refusing to fight means he knows the consequence. What are the consequences that are going to happen after the battle? So the result of this battle, what is how many people we will be using? Because we heard that some above 56 to 60 crores of people have died. It was called, there was a blood ocean in Kurukshetra. So it was very horrible and terrific. It was very it was so tremendous, this thing, we cannot, it's very horror it is. It was so much horror. Just we cannot see that horror, and just we cannot hear that. It was so terrific. That is like Arjuna knows all these things. It's all these things are going to happen. And so many will become widows, and so many will become parentless. All these consequences Arjuna knows. That is why he was refusing to fight. But Krishna knows it is the fight against Maya. Maya means which is not. So Krishna, so always we should also understand that whenever Krishna says something, there is a hand in Krishna. There is a hand in that particular action, because Krishna will never gives misfortune. Krishna will never brings misfortune, or Krishna will never brings anything which is detrimental to the devotee's life or the sadhu's life. So that we should understand always. So it is whatever the thing done by Krishna, or whatever the activity is done by Krishna, it will be always transcendental. It will be always divine. It will be always beneficial to the human society at large, and also to the other living entities also. That we should always understand, should keep in mind. So it is just a war against Maya. Acharya says so many conditioned souls, they are still suffering in this material world. So that is why Shastra says in Padma Purana and Kathopanishad, in other Kalisantarnopanishad, all these things, they say, please chant the holy names of the Lord, so that always Vijaya will be there, always success will be there. So it is against Maya. So that is why Krishna is saying, surrender to me, surrender to me. Always Krishna keeps saying in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvadharman paritaja mamekam sharanam raja, mamekam sharanam raja. He says, please surrender to me, please surrender to me. So, but conditioned souls are not ready, because Maya has very two important factors. Though we are in a very terrible condition, abominable condition, very precarious condition, but still we say, I am very happy, I am very safe. Nobody can say that I am in a nobody say no. So everybody say, even though they are tortured, or they are fried by the clutches of Maya, and after receiving so many kicks from the Maya, after receiving so many slaps from the Maya, still we say, I am very safe, I am good, I am fine, nothing to be worried. So to be frank, I am very, very happy. I am the very happiest person in the material world. That's how we say, that's how Maya tricks us. So we should be very careful with the Maya. So whenever Prabhupada approached the lordships, he always offers the prayers that, please, my dear Krishna, please somehow or other save me from this Maya's influence. Somehow or other, it is very, very dangerous. So such a great soul, such a great Mahatma, Prabhupada, the founder of the great society, he himself was offering prayers to Maya. Please save me from Maya, because Maya's influence is so powerful. Nobody can tolerate that. Nobody can tolerate, because we will be receiving so many abuses, so many scoldings from husband, wife, society, nation, neighbors, relatives, friends, brothers, sisters. So many people are torturing us. So many people are making us negativity. So many people are creating unawareness, creating unfavorable conditions. So still we are saying, I am very happy. Still we are planning for our next generation, for our generation. So all these things, if we consider this, then we can say we are not very intelligent. We are not Sumedasaha. In Sanskrit it is called Sumedasaha. Meda means intelligent. Sumedasaha means very, very intelligent. So the Sumedasa, one who is Sumedasa, one who takes up chanting of the holy names of the Lord in Kali Yuga, is called Sumedasaha. It is very, very rare opportunity. So to get this human birth. And one more thing also. So for relating to this, there was one story Bhagavatam when Indra was cursed by one Muni to become a pig. Then Indra takes the birth of a pig. After taking the birth of a pig, he will have the relationship with a pig wife, and he will have half a dozen of piglets. So when his curse was over, he was about to relieve from the curse. And during that time, Brahma went. All the demigods approached Brahma, and they told to Brahma that they appealed to Brahma that they requested Brahma that there is a seat vacant in Indraloka. Nobody is there in Indra's position. So somehow or other he should bring Indra back to his position. Then Brahma went and approached Indra. Oh my dear Indra, you have taken the birth of a pig, now it's over. Please come and take over the position as a king in Swargaloka, in heavenly planets. So Indra says, it's really ridiculous and it is very funny. Indra says to Brahma, no, my dear Brahma, I will not come. I am very happy with this family, with this birth. See my beautiful wife. I showing is that blackish pig wife, and he's showing his half a dozen children's black, so black, it's shining like anything with that black color. He's showing all of them, and he says, I am very, very safe. I am very happy. I am very blissful. I will not come to that place. It's a very dangerous place. It's it creates so many worries for me. I will not be happy there. I am fine here. Please don't pester me. Please don't give any sort of a trouble to me. Please go off. Please leave the place. Then Brahma is scolding Indra like anything. You Brahma, you Indra, you know what sort of a birth you have taken. The lowest birth of animals. Animal birth itself is lowest. But still the lowest and the most lowest birth you have taken. And you are telling, I am very happy, I am very bliss, I am very glorious. What sort of a consciousness you are having? So please come back. And Brahma gave left and right in verbatism. He gave so many instructions. Then at last Brahma, the Indra came to the senses. That is the position of, that is the plight of the conditioned souls. So we also think like that only, even though we are very most dangerous and precarious condition, abominable condition, Prabhupada says, but still we say we are very happy, we are very delightful, we are very, very blissful, we are very glorious. So many people praise me, so many people glorifies me. So all those things, we'll have that sort of a contaminated consciousness. So everything is good, we say, but we should. So because of this Maya's effect, we are filled with so many contaminated consciousness. So our chitta should be purified. So how to purify this chitta, this heart? By only chanting the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So like this we can see so many lessons to be learned in Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So it is very dangerous. This material world is like a sharp knife, the sharp edges of the knife. So we are walking on that knife. Once when we get slips, that's all. Our skin will get cut and it will be bleeding like anything. So we should be very cautious, should be very brilliant, should be very prudent to get out from this material world. Though we are having, though we are a well-to-do family also, though we are well-to-do in our society, but still there is a chance of danger. So when we are going to leave this body, we don't know, we cannot say. So better be good, render devotional service, pure devotional service, and go back home, back to Godhead. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. So here Arjuna decided not to fight because he doesn't want to kill his own Swajana, family, relatives, friends. So why I should kill them and take this bloody kingdom? I don't want this bloody kingdom. I don't want to kill them. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to do any sort of a thing. But Kshatriya's quality has to fight. Kshatriya quality, when they are invited, he has to fight. That is the thing. So we have to stand on that point. Hare Krishna.